Love never gives up. Love cares more for others than it does for itself. Love doesn't want what it doesn't have. Love doesn't strut. It doesn't have a swelled head. It doesn't force itself upon others. It isn't always saying, me first. It doesn't fly off the handle. It doesn't keep score of the sins of others. It doesn't revel when others grovel. It takes pleasure in the flowering of truth. It puts up with anything. It trusts God always. It always looks for the best. It never looks back. It keeps on going to the end because love never dies. And I encourage you as you go on this journey together, Garrett, you need to be on your knees before God more than you ever have in your life. Because now you've taken responsibility for one of his jewels, one of his treasured ones. And I encourage you, man, to seek God always on behalf of the leadership of your family. And Desiree, seek God more than you ever have before in your life. Encourage him, challenge him, be his biggest cheerleader. God got to decide what marriage was all about. This was his idea. This wasn't our idea. And today there's actually 3 covenants that are going to be formed today. There's the covenant that they have one to another. There's the covenant that they have before God with him. And there's a covenant that, believe it or not, by your presence today, you are making with them.
Just take my hand, and I'll be the man your dad hoped that I'd be, and we'll build this love from the ground up, for worse or for better, and I will be all you need. Beside you I'll stand, through the good and the bad, we'll give all that we have, and we'll build this love from the ground up. I remember when I first met you, sipping coffee in a corner booth. You were twirling your hair and I just had to stare for a minute or two. I was laughing at your stack of books, then you shot me that smile. Hey, beautiful girl, in your own little world, let me in it. You got all of my attention, and you ain't even trying. Yeah, you're my kind of different, and I've never seen nothing like you. Shades all spinning in the summer rain, dancing when there ain't no music, just the right kind of crazy. But baby, something about you, rocking that rock and roll t-shirt, whole party dressed up, but you just doing your thing. Ain't nobody ever seen nothing like you.
I, Garrett,
I, Garrett,
take you, Desiree,
take you, Desiree,
to be my wife.
to be my wife.
And I pledge myself to you,
And I pledge myself to you,
from this day forward,
from this day forward,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and health,
in plenty and in want,
in plenty and in want,
in joy and in sorrow,
in joy and in sorrow,
till death shall we part,
till death shall we part,
according to God's holy will.
according to God's holy will.
Now, Desiree, would you also repeat these vows to Garrett? I, Desiree,
I Desiree.
take you, Garrett,
Thank you, Garrett,
to be my husband,
to be my husband.
and I pledge myself to you,
And I pledge myself to you,
from this day forward,
from this day forward,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
in plenty and in want,
in plenty and in want,
in joy and in sorrow,
in joy and in sorrow,
till death shall we part,
till death shall we part,
according to God's holy will.
according to God's holy will.
Today has chosen to symbolize their covenant relationship one with another with rings. And so, Garrett, I'm going to ask that you also would go first. I can't believe you trusted him with her ring. I've only known him for about 48 hours, and he's the last guy I would give a ring to. Would you place that ring on the appropriate finger? And as you are holding that ring on her finger, I remind you that a ring is a perfect symbol of a covenant because there is no beginning and there certainly is no end. And as you place that ring on her finger, would you repeat these words after me, Garrett? With this ring, I marry you and join my life with yours. Now, Desiree, would you also do the same? Would you take this ring and place that on Garrett's, that finger, your left hand, Garrett. As you place that ring on his finger, Desiree, would you repeat after me? With this ring, I marry you and join my life with yours. Now, since Garrett and Desiree have consented to the bond of matrimony and have pledged themselves one to another in the sight of God and these witnesses, be it thereby acknowledged that they are husband and wife. You may
Someday we'll wake up with thousands of pictures of 65 years in this little house. I won't trade for nothing the life that we built. I'll kiss you goodnight and say I love you still, and we'll build this love from the ground up, for worse or for better. And I will be all you need. Beside you I'll stand through the good and the bad. We'll give all that we have and we'll build this.
We can derive no moral from love, except the moral to love more deeply. We can expect nothing from love except that which love gives. We cannot choose what chances or changes befall us, but we can shape the spirit with which we shall meet them. So may the love of Garrett and Desiree for each other and the love that they have for each of you grow stronger and richer, and may their marriage be fruitful. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to be the first to introduce you to Mr. and Miss Garrett Roberts.